tell me about this study, and you're asking for volunteers, and like talk me through what this whole project is that you're doing.
Yeah, so other cities have laid down reflective pavement. I've already said, City of Austin's laid down 6.4 lane miles. Other cities, including City of Phoenix, the City of San Antonio, City of LA, and I think the first ever pilot study was actually done in Athens, Greece.
Okay.
They've all laid down this stuff and tried to evaluate it using, various sensors, air temperature sensors, surface temperature sensors, even mean radiant temperatures. It's actually kind of cool. They have something called a meteorology card. Sorry.
Okay.
And that measures the mean radiant temperature. And so, if I'm walking around, how much solar radiation is actually hitting me. And so they've all done that, which is really cool and has given some results that have been kind of complicated. They haven't necessarily been able to tease out exactly what the effects are, which is why we're also doing a study. And kind of our addition to this is a social science study. And, as I kind of talked about, making sure that people actually can sense a difference. Because it's one thing for the air temperature sensors to say there's a 5-degree difference. It's another thing for us to say, oh, I actually feel warmer on traditional pavement versus reflective pavement, or vice versa, right? And so basically what we're asking is for volunteers to come out on next Saturday, which is the 28th, to the site, which is again right next to Hillcrest Elementary School, at the reserves of McKinney Falls neighborhood. And you're gonna get basically all we're asking is to walk on the reflective pavement and walk on the traditional pavement, and we're gonna ask some questions about whether or not they actually feel a difference. And so we'll assign them to different groups and have them walk on each site, and then it's a short little questionnaire that they'll have to answer. And participants will receive some compensation, about $20. Also, there'll be free food and free kind of ice cream and things like that to try to help cool people down in the medium time. And so, and these sorts of things are really hard to kind of get a good amount of participants for, and which is a shame because the amount of participants helps increase the power of the study, right?
Sure.
And so, we're really looking to get the most amount of people out there as possible to increase the significance of our study, so we can go to the city and say, look, we know that this is something that works or doesn't work, and we have all of this evidence as to why, and this is how people actually feel about it. And so
yeah, that's amazing. So Easton Park, we need you to volunteer for this. How do people volunteer?
Yeah, and so we have a flyer that has a QR code that we can pass on to you guys, and I don't know if you guys can attach that to the episode or something like that. Wonderful. And we have that and a link to a form. And if you just fill out the form, we'll have your email and we'll communicate with you more of the specifics of where to go.
Amazing. So Easton Park is a very very active community. A lot of walking, a lot of walking dogs, a lot of running, and I do think that this community could get really passionate about this, especially if you guys determine that it works. I think that a lot of people here in this specific neighborhood, which is we're 2 minutes from where you're going to do the study, like we're right here, would really be passionate, and it would be so beneficial to so many people here. And it's a pretty active community, so we call out to all you people in Easton Park to spend some time next Saturday with Trevor out at the reserve at McKinney Falls.
Reserves at McKinney Falls. Yeah.
How long do you think it will take?
Should only take about an hour and a half at the most.
Everyone has an hour and a half on a Saturday. Thank you for joining us for this edition of Park Talk. We will see you next time.
Thank you so much.